Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Adam, and in today's video is the introduction to the following playlist for the 20th Century Fox digipak special edition catalog. It comprises of 48 releases and a really mixed bag of how they were released worldwide, different regions getting different releases. I say releases because some of these actually contain multiple films, but they're only counted as a single release. I'm not really sure how many films this catalog makes up, but there's 48 releases, and it's divided up into a few groups. The first group is from Region 1, between 2001 and 2007, I believe. 20th Century Fox released 31 titles as a Ultimate Collector's Edition, each one having a numbered spine. Now, out of that 31 title catalog, only 16, the first 16, received a digipak presentation, and then the rest were just a slipcover with a plastic DVD case. Now, out of those 31 titles, I've pulled 14 to include in this catalog. I only have 6 out of the 14, so I've substituted for the rest to make up 14 just for this video, because they're really expensive and hard to find on places like eBay. And if I waited to actually have all the 14, this video might not be made for another couple of years probably, because they don't pop up very often, and when they do, they're really pricey. So I'm still sourcing a few of those, but I've put in a substitute in place where, you know, possible, and I'll mention it where when we get to it. The second catalog made up is from the Region 2 Special Edition. Now, the only way to know what was included in the Region 2 Special Edition set is from this tiny catalog that came with one of them, and it lists all the films that are made up in the catalog of Special Edition releases. Many of them were a digipak, and it's only the digipaks really that I've included in this catalog, but there are some from this brochure, as it were, that didn't get a digipak, but were also a part of the Region 1 Ultimate Collector's set, so I've sourced those as Steelbooks where possible. But again, there's a couple missing that I haven't yet sourced, so there's substitutes in here. And out of the Steelbooks, we've got 8 Steelbooks, 7 of which I have got currently, and you know, another one to come on the way, or another 2 actually to come on the way. The third sort of collection that is included in this 48 is releases from other parts of the world. Some are Region 1 that had a digipak release but weren't a part of the Ultimate Collector set. Some come from France, some come from Germany, Italy, all in digipak. And again, there is a couple in there that I've had to substitute because I haven't yet got them, but I will for when I come time to do a review for these films individually. I will have sourced the correct version. And I've got 2 honorary mentions. They both say Special Edition on the packaging. They are not a digipak, but I included them because they're basically awesome films. So let's go through the 48 films that I've included for this catalog. And we're going to start with the Region 1 Ultimate Collector set. Like I said, there's 31, but we've got 14 here, and I've actually only got 6 out of that catalog. And the first one is the Castaway film, which was released in Region 1 Ultimate Collector set. Really nice packaging for this edition, the Ultimate Collector set. They all come in a digipak with extra stuff inside. Really nice, and I love this film as well, so I'm really looking forward to reviewing it because yeah, I've got this on Blu-ray and I've got it on UK Region 2 DVD as well as now Region 1 DVD, so maybe a comparison between those when I come time to do the review on this. But yeah, really like that one. The second one is the Planet of the Apes film from Tim Burton. Again, I used to have this on DVD. It was like a 2-disc set. The discs are identical. There's no extra stuff in here that hasn't been put out on, you know, the 2-disc set. It's really just the packaging, which I gotta say looks really nice, and I actually quite enjoy this film. I think it's really, really nice. But yeah, Planet of the Apes is in the catalogue. The next one is The Sound of Music. Now, this is a replacement one. I haven't actually got the Region 1 Ultimate Collector's Edition yet. This is the UK version. It's still, again, the same stuff in terms of what's on the discs inside, but the packaging obviously is a plastic DVD case, but this is part of that Ultimate Collector set, and I will have the appropriate version when I come to do this review. The next one is Moulin Rouge. Now, funnily enough, this didn't actually come with a spine number like the others, where you could see the numbering on the spine here. And this is from the Region 1 version, so it's one of those that they just didn't put the number on. There is another one in the set as well like that, but yeah, I've not actually seen this film, believe it or not. So I don't know what it's like, but I'm looking forward to doing the review for it because I hear that it's good. I have seen the Elvis film, which is made by the same director, so I kind of know what I'm going to get. But yeah, looking forward to doing that review. The next one is There's Something More About Mary. This was also released in Region 2 with a DVD plastic case. Same disc content again, but the packaging obviously in the collector's edition is very different, and very strange on the inside, which we'll get to for the review. But I love this film, honestly. A classic Farrelly Brothers. If you like the Naked Gun films, if you like the Airplane film, you'll love this. The comedy is very similar, and it is really funny, this is. And of course, Cameron Diaz, you know. The next in the Region 1 Collector's Ultimate Collector's Edition is Fight Club. Now, I believe this is actually the UK... No, it's not. It's the NTSC version. I thought this was the UK because the UK did get a release just like this in the, you know, same kind of fashion. Again, doesn't have the spine number on it, but this is part of that Ultimate Collector's set. Really interesting packaging because it feels like recycled card, very much different, say, from any other one where it's glossy, you know, but really unique. And even on the inside, it is so cool on the packaging, which we'll get to when we do the review. But this film, honestly, David Fincher, really good film. Not what you think, because he usually does like killers and all that, and I guess there is murders in here, I guess, but I don't know. It is a really good film. Now, the next set is actually 4 films. It is the Alien original 4 films, which I haven't yet got the correct packaging for. So I've substituted from the Legacy set what it will contain. So all of the 4 Alien films were also a part of the Ultimate Collector's Limited Edition, whatever you want to call it, set. Alien, and then you got Aliens, and then you got Alien 3 and Alien 4. Like I said, when I come time to do the review for these films, I will have the appropriate version, but this is just a placeholder version for now. And there's 4 films there. The next one is another placeholder, I'm sorry. It's the Planet of the Apes film. Now, this is effectively the exact same edition because the discs are identical content with what's on here. Comes with that documentary just like the Region 1 one does, but this is a slipcover edition with the plastic case inside, but exactly in the same fashion as the Region 1 in terms of what's on here. But I will again source that Region 1. This is really hard to find, and when it does come up, it's like 35 quid, you know? So it's a bit of an expensive one. And this was released in the Region 2 Special Edition set with all the films as a digipak. So not really sure if I will end up getting the Region 1 version for this because it features elsewhere. The next one, again, still in the same Region 1 catalogue, The Commitments. Again, this is a placeholder edition because I actually thought I was buying the Region 1 digipak version of this, and they sent me this. The cover is identical. It's the UK version, same disc content inside. The discs are exactly the same, but this is what I got, and I'm like, I think you sent me the wrong one. But no, this got a re-release from its original release in this edition to mirror that American version, which did get a digipak, you know, version. But unfortunately, they sent me this one, so I was kind of miffed about that. But I will replace this when I come to do the review. The next one is the film Walk the Line. Not seen this, and again, it doesn't have a spine number on it. But you know, it's not only a slip, but it's also a insert. It pulls out as well like that. But again, there's no numbering on the sides for anything. So it's like layered before you even get to the discs themselves. Very strange. I think this was number 16 in that 31 edition set. But yeah, I've not seen this film either. Joaquin Phoenix, Reese Witherspoon. I don't know what it's about, but actually this one's got like French writing on it, so this might be the French edition. Oops. And then the final one in the Region 1 set, again, this is a placeholder edition, The Hustler. It's a special edition release from UK. The American one is a 2-disc set, much like almost every single release in that Ultimate Collector's Edition set. But this is a placeholder for when I eventually do pick up the Region 2. But again, it will come when it does arrive in a plastic DVD case, because by number 16, Walk the Line was the final one in that sort of digipak presentation, and then after that they just put out regular DVDs, and those films that are in the regular DVD case I haven't bothered with in this catalog because they don't have a digipak. The Hustler being the only one that stands out because it's an awesome film. Then we move over to films that also were included in that catalog but didn't get a digipak presentation. So because they also appear in the UK special edition, I've put them as steelbooks. Now the first two are not steelbooks because I've yet to source them, so again, these are placeholders, and to be honest, the first one is a Blu-ray because I haven't got the steelbook version. But this is Alien vs Predator. I actually really enjoy this film. It will be a steelbook when it comes time to do the review. Just didn't source it in time. But yeah, I actually quite like this film. It's you know, a good alternate to both the Predator and the Alien series. And the second one, again, placeholder edition, Predator 2 special edition. The content on this disc set is exactly the same as you would get in the steelbook version, even exactly the same discs. So I'm literally buying this again just because it will be a steelbook, but that's a part of it. And again, I think that was part of the Ultimate Collector's Edition as well. The next one is The Day After Tomorrow. Now, this slip cover is from the normal release of the film, and I've just put the steelbook because the cover for it is lenticular and it just looks pretty awesome. So I've basically stolen that and then put it. I will, you know, put the steelbook inside. The discs for the steelbook are identical to what is in the normal release. So if you're getting the 2-disc steelbook or the regular release, everything's the same. There's nothing extra. But like I said, I've just taken the slip cover because it's awesome. The next one is iRobot. Again, identical discs inside. If you got the normal 2-disc edition to the steelbook set. Steelbook's obviously made of metal, a bit more sturdy, but at the same time can bend pretty easy. So maybe having a cover for it would be, you know. But unfortunately, this didn't get even a slip cover on release. But yeah, I've included it in this collection because it does have a steelbook. The next one is Minority Report from Steven Spielberg. Love this film. Absolutely killer of a film. Tom Cruise. Again, if you get the 2-disc version, the discs are all identical. But yeah, absolutely love this film. Steelbook. I've never owned Steelbooks that much. This is really the first time I've gone balls deep into Steelbooks. The next one is The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen with Sean Connery's final acting performance. This film turned Sean Connery, rest in peace, off movies for the rest of his life. I actually really enjoy this film. I know a lot of people, it's a hated film or they don't like it, but actually I do actually enjoy this film. It's a good adventure film. It's kind of like an Avengers film if you think about it, before the Avengers. But yeah, I actually really do enjoy that. And the next one is Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I haven't seen this film. I know at the time of making this, he had sort of split from Jennifer and gone with Jolie. I don't know if they're still together. I don't think they are, but yeah. Basically, you know, killer couple, aren't they? This is the original sort of natural born killers, Thelma and Louise, effectively. I've not seen it, so I don't know what it's like, but I'll be interested to do the review for that one. And the final Steelbook is Braveheart, a classic film, which I do actually have somewhere on normal disc DVD. And again, the DVD discs, while the artwork isn't the same, the disc content is identical. But yeah, really good film. I got this on Laserdisc as well, so maybe in that review we'll do a bit of a comparison. But yeah, obviously, you know, William Wallace was an Australian, confirmed by the film. You know. Now moving over to the Region 2 Special Edition set, as identified by this booklet. The first in this series isn't a digibook, but because the film is so awesome, I had to include it, and it's Man on Fire. This actually is one of the titles in the Ultimate Collector's Edition from Region 1. This is the Region 2 version, and it does say Collector's Edition, and it has got a slip, so that's why I included it in this set. Really should have been an honorary title, I guess, but it's a part of the Region 2. Next one is Memento. Now, this was a co-distribution between 20th Century Fox and Pathé distribution. So it has got the exact same style and format that 20th Century Fox has on the back of their releases for what's down here. It's even got the 20th Century Fox logo, but it was actually distributed by Pathé. But it is a digibook, so it does fall into this catalog. So there is another version of this film released by Columbia TriStar, which will appear when I finish collecting that set. The Columbia TriStar Collector's Edition of films. It will feature in that as well, but it is slightly different packaging. But yeah, this is a great film. Other series that I'll be doing in the future as well are the MGM Special Edition and the Platinum series from New Line Cinema, as well as the Collector's series from Columbia TriStar. But the next one in this one is Dances with Wolves. Again, this was a Pathé Duo distribution, but has the exact same style at the bottom. It's a 3-disc set. I believe this is the director's cut, extended. I could be wrong, it might be just the regular theatrical version, but awesome film, and really has some really nice extras with it as well. So looking forward to doing this. Now I do actually have this again as part of another set I'll be doing, which is I mean, it's supposed to be the Warner Brothers Collector's Edition, which come in boxes like this, but I don't actually think Warner Brothers distributed this version, but the packaging and the style and the format is identical to the Warner Brothers catalog that I will be doing in the future. So this will be included in that set because it literally is identical. But yeah, there are a few films that got multiple distribution by different studios, and so will appear multiple times in different catalogs that I am currently collecting on DVD. So this is one of them. The next one is an interesting one because it's like 3 films released like 2 different ways almost. So you've got the first one, Die Hard. I remember having this the first time it came out. awesome special edition sets. 2-disc, really nice presentation, a lot of decent extras, but this also came bundled with another film, Die Hard 2, which is also a digibook release. So you had Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2 in a digibook release in one. And I believe at the time that this was released, the only way to get a digibook version of Die Hard 2. But not for long, because eventually Die Hard 2 did get a digibook release when Die Hard 3 came out in the cinema. And so they re-released this as a standalone digibook kind of release. And so I thought even though it's already here, you know, I've got 2 Die Hards and I got 2 Die Hard 2s in these sets. So, you know, had to be done. And then of course they released Die Hard 3 as well. Now Die Hard 2 and 3 here are very rare to find. If you go looking for these, you'll be paying a lot of money. I luckily didn't have to pay a lot of money to get these, but when they came, the discs inside were scratched beyond play. Like, they would not play. Luckily, I had already sourced other copies, and because the discs are identical, I just swapped out the good playable copies for the ones that actually came in these sets. But yeah, go look for these, guys. You won't find them, to be honest. Another film that came out as a digipak special edition, you know, 2-disc set in the UK was Predator. I remember getting this, you know, I think it was like 2001 or 2, and absolutely loved it. Really good bonus content in here. Looking forward to going through here, and a much better presentation than the Ultimate Hunter edition on Blu-ray and the 4K edition, which both use too much DNR and they all look like waxwork figures. But on here it doesn't. It's a beautiful transfer on here. Looking forward to reviewing that. The next one is Independence Day. Now this was supposed to have a slip with it, to be honest, but the I didn't get the slip, sadly enough. But the digibook, yeah, I also had this back in the day. It has the extended version of Independence Day and the theatrical version through branching, and it is a really, really nice edition of Independence Day. The next one is probably, I think, the first one they released as a special edition, The Abyss, and my preferred way to watch it over 4K, or even, well, there is no Blu-ray unless you have that 4K, but this is my preferred way to watch it, or the Laserdisc. Comes with the special edition and the theatrical edition in the branching format. A really nice set. This one is in mint condition for a digibook. Really good. Looking forward to reviewing that because I love this film. The next one is a film that I have not seen. Heard loads about, but just never got around to seeing it. And that is the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Looking forward to reviewing this because I've never seen this film. But yeah, a really nice digibook. Comes with a lot of special features listed here. So let's do the time warp again, eh? I don't know what that means, but I've seen it and heard it all over the shop. So, you know, I guess I'll learn one day. Now, the next title has got 2 films in one, and yes, the first film was a part of the Ultimate Collector's Edition from Region 1, but in the UK they released it with the second film, The French Connection 1 and 2, as a digibook, and this is the only way to get the digibook version of The French Connection, because when they released it in America, it was a plastic case release, not a digibook. I've never seen any of these 2 films. I really like Gene Hackman, rest in peace, for his performances in other films, so I'm pretty sure I'll like this one. Everyone raves about it, so I'm looking forward, and I'll review both of these films together for this release. I actually have reviewed already one of the films that we're going to get to in this special edition series set. So, but the next one is Speed, which was also a part of the Ultimate Collector's Edition from Region 1 and the 5-star release set from 20th Century Fox, which I'm not going to go through and get that because they only released about 7 titles, and they all are in this set here, so literally no point, because it's just the packaging that is different. But this one I do remember. I remember getting this one and Predator at the same time, and I think it was like $24.99 when it first came out. 2-disc set, loads of extras, really good documentary, nice commentary, worth checking out. All of these special features, probably from all these sets, did transfer over to the Blu-ray as well. The next one is a 3-film release, the Omen trilogy. This actually appeared as the first film, I believe, in the Ultimate Collector's Edition set. I've not seen any of these films. I know what it's about, but the cool thing about this, and I will spoil it here, is that this digipak opens up to a cross when you open it up. That is so cool as a release, you know. Now, obviously, we are just talking about films in this collection. 20th Century Fox obviously released the X-Files TV show as a digipak release as well, but we're not talking about the TV shows. We're only talking about the films in this catalog. Otherwise, I'd have another, you know, what, 9 or 10 releases to show as well. But yeah, the Omen trilogy, we'll review all 3 in one go when I come to do it, but not seen it, so I don't know what to expect, but everyone raves about it. So the next one is a multiple film set, again in a digipak. I don't know how many films are in here, and that is the Planet of the Apes special edition with a little monkey eyeballing you. It contains all the films in the original Planet of the Apes collection, whereas in the Ultimate Edition set from America, it was just the first film. But the documentary, I think that's the artwork as well from the American version of the Ultimate Collector's Edition. But the original documentary is also included as a bonus disc. I don't know how many films are a part of this set. So when I come to review this release, that's going to be a long video. Because it's like all the films in this franchise. What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, 5 films, and then you've got the Behind the Planet of the Apes special documentary. So a 5-film review video incoming, guys, one day. The next one is one that I used to have, and I had to buy this again because I couldn't find... I never did sell it at the time when I got rid of all my DVDs, but I don't know what happened to it. So I had to go buy it again, and that is the beautiful set of Titanic, a 4-disc set. This is the Region 2 version, but it does also state, which doesn't state this on every edition, THX digitally mastered. That's usually only on an American release, but for some reason it is on this set as well. Region 2, pal. But yeah, this is a fine set. I believe as well the extended scenes are on here as well. I don't think it's an extended cut of Titanic though, but I think there is a branching edition where you can actually select. I don't know, I could be wrong on that, or maybe I've got on my computer somebody who spliced it all back in. I don't know, but love the film, and this release is really nice. Loads of extras and commentaries to keep your whistle wet and satisfied. And there we go. And the final one in this Region 2 special edition set, which is 17 films, Cleopatra. This is the 3-disc set, special edition. There are 2 versions of this. There's one that looks like this, and then there's one that has also got a gold background, which kind of is more fitting to the film. But I didn't know about it until I had already got this one, and I wasn't going to go buy it again. This film is the film that I've already reviewed, so straight after watching this, you can go watch my review for this film. This is a film and a half, I tell you. Like, I wasn't prepared when I put this on what kind of film it was. I hadn't heard anything about it. I didn't know anything about it. Obviously, I know it's about Cleopatra, but that was the extent of my knowledge. and wow, was I in for a shock, a treat. It is a really good film and such an interesting story of how they made it. Really, really interesting. And that concludes the Region 2 Special Edition releases that got released between 2001 and 2007, I believe. The next set is other titles around the world. Now, the first one, it was a Italian or a French release. I can't remember which one, but I have yet to source it. So I've got the placeholder version, and that is From Hell, the 2-disc Special Edition or Collector's Edition, or however it says Director's Limited Edition on this one. But yeah, this is a foreign release for the digipak version, but the discs inside contain, I imagine, the exact same content. So this is the placeholder edition for it. The next set is from Region 1 America, and I'm not really sure why this edition didn't come out on Region 2, but that is the film Avatar, and it's the extended collector's edition, and this is the only way to get a digipak version of this film. Never came out on like a digipak Blu-ray or anything like that, but it is a pretty cool digipak, which, you know. The next one is another Region 1 release, Gone Girl, again from David Fincher, the thinnest release you've ever seen. I've not seen this film, so I will be looking forward to doing the review for it. So I do kind of know what it's about, and I think I already know, you know, who did it. But yeah, looking forward to doing that one. The next one, I believe, is a French release of Daredevil, which, yeah, only way to get the digibook is from, I think it's France. Or it could be Italy, actually. No, it's from Italy, sorry. It's the Italian release. It is all in English. Titoli Oi Tiesta. I mean, that sounds Spanish to me. Kingpin yeah, it is Italy. So this is the Italian release of Daredevil, which I've never seen this film. But, yeah. Give it a go. Digipak release of Daredevil. The next one is the French version. I think it's French-Canadian, but Master and Commander. Now, there is another digipak version of this in a kind of like a creamy, kind of like the same color as Cleopatra here, in a creamy tan color, and a cooler. It folds out with a map and all sorts, but I got this version. It's a digipak, so I'm satisfied. The disc content is exactly the same. It's that color on the other release, but the other release is far better to get than this one, but the other one is very hard to find as well. But yeah, this is actually a existing distribution with Universal as well. So, but 20th Century Fox as well released it, so it's part of this set. The next one is, again, a few more films in one. So we've got the very first release of the first X-Men film in a digibook form. This actually, I believe, is just a 1-disc set. So why it got such a special packaging for the 1-disc, I do not know, but evidently has quite a few extras on here, so quality of the film can't be that good. But have no fear, they did do a re-release, is X-Men 1.5, which did have 2 discs and loads of extras, over 5 hours worth. So this is probably the release to find over that first one. Probably meaning that first one's probably harder to find. But this one, yeah, really nice. Looking forward to doing the review, which I'll probably do separately, because they are separate releases. But if you're wanting to get the second film, the only way to get the second film as a digibook release is the X-Men collection. The first 2 X-Men films from Bryan Singer are in this set only. It does kind of look like there are more, but you have, I mean, yeah, X-Men 1 and 2, 2-disc set apiece. So there you go. And that concludes the Region 2 Special Edition set. And now to our 2 honorary titles. The first of which is a special edition. Now, none of these are in here because they are a special edition. They're in here because they are a digipak, or should have been a digipak release. And so if that's the case, they're a steelbook. But this one, I believe, was going to have a digibook release, and I swear I've seen one, but for the life of me can't find one at all anywhere, and I have scoured everywhere and there is no digibook release, but I swear I've seen one somewhere. And that is the 2-disc special edition version of Big Trouble in Little China. I love this film. I had to include it even though it didn't get a digibook release. A lot of the digibook packs here did get a re-release with this white slipcover special edition housing. So once they get, like, I think it was like Independence Day, Speed, there's a lot of films, and I only included this one because the film is so awesome. It is the exact same shit underneath, you know, as the previous releases. There is nothing special else about this. Same stuff inside, just with this different slip, and that is it. It's such a shame because I really do feel, especially with the artwork, this should have been a digibook in the same vein as like Independence Day, Speed, Die Hard, Predator. This would have had that same love and treatment to it, but just never got it for whatever reason. Yeah, so that is included in this catalogue, which is the 47th film in this catalogue, and the 48th film in this catalogue. Again, only included this as an honorary mention because of the film itself. It is a special edition film, but it's only a 1-disc, and it's in a plastic DVD case, and that is Men of Honor. It's such a good film, I had to include it. And it says special edition, so... but it never got a digibook release anywhere, which is such a shame because this is a really nice film. Say what you will about Cuba Gooding Jr. Say what you will about him. This is a great film and a great performance. Probably his best performance ever, I'd say. But yeah, that concludes the 20th Century Fox Special Edition Digipak catalogue. All of these films I will do separate reviews for in the future. I've already done, like I said, Cleopatra. Go check it out. And thank you for watching. In upcoming playlists, we will be having the Warner Brothers collector sets. We will be having the MGM Special Edition sets, the Columbia TriStar collector sets, and the New Line Cinema Platinum Series sets. And so join me when I finish collecting all those. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.